Super live. Super live. What's up, guys? Happy Monday.
How y'all doing today?
What's up, you two nosy? I'm having to buy a cable for a power supply. Just one cable. Wittily one cable short. Happy Mum Day. Is today really? Hold up. Is today actually? Hold up.
I printed it out for the whiteboard.
Oh, okay. Dude, at first I thought today was Mother's Day, and I was like, oh no. It is not. Wait, his name is Gustavo.
Chad, I have to read off. I should have a mic on yet, but let me put my mic on.
Yeah, I like how if you go on Amazon, if you just look up Asus modular power cable, they sell just the CPU cable.
Oh, sick.
$8.
Mother's Day is in May. Well, there we go. Why does the cam look a little foggy? Does it look foggy?
Foggy?
Focus looks fine. Does it look foggy to anybody?
I mean, on our little view, it looks like totally normal.
It looks fine. Computer
I think
Monday.
your phone is dirty.
So we got an email, and we decided to save it in paper form, this quote that we're going to be looking at every morning in our company meetings. Let me read it to you,
It's
Chad.
from Randall Times.
This is from Gustavo. Watching your videos has ignited a passion within me, a burning desire to take to the skies and experience the thrill of flight firsthand. Despite my humble beginnings and limited resources, I dare to dream of becoming a pilot one day. Gustavo, 2024.
You know, I didn't really see the pilot part coming.
I did not.
I figured it was just like you wanted to be a YouTuber or like...
Sending us an email. I mean, shout out to you if you're watching. Hopefully you get there. But that email made my day.
With a message like that, Gustavo, you're going to go places. You think you got the email address wrong? It's quite possible. He meant to send it to Pinky
The burning desire to take to the skies.
A passion, if you will.
A passion. I love it.
Hey, Google, play Harris Heller on Spotify.
Haters will say that was ChatGPT. Let's see. Yeah, this box looks huge, but this case isn't that big. This is the TD500 Mesh V2.
I'm trying to remember why I went with that case. I think I bought it to bought it. Yeah, okay.
Do you think that's a lot of money for a 6700 XT? That's not like a good scan. That's like expensive.
Because you can get the 7600, which performs like almost the same, brand new for like, what, like two something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little high. But if you're wondering why we're using an 11900K, because you're saying interesting choice of CPU, and I would agree, it's a very interesting choice of CPU. There was a seller that we bought these from. They were selling them for $130, which is pretty crazy. This is the last generation of i9s that are only 8-core 16-thread, but for $130, you're talking like i3 10100 pricing or 12100 pricing for the CPU. So it was 130 buckaroos.
And it still holds up, you know?
So that's why we're using it. It was that cheap.
We we upgraded our PC Bro content creator and editor's PC with one because we got two of them, and he said it's a pretty amazing difference over the i3.
No, this was an eBay seller that had a bunch of them as like tested CPUs that they were just getting rid of, and we bought two of them. One for the what's it called, PC Bros guy, Zach S. Well, they're both Zach S, but yeah, he's using that in his editing system now, and yeah, we decided to use the other one. I was thinking of video at one point, but then I don't know, just didn't really find something that was inspiration, so we decided to do a PC Bros build.
Yes.
Jelly, what's up? All right, I have to ask. Facebook Market PC, where we at?
Got an offer this morning for an Xbox and a motherboard that's supposedly worth $230.
This case reminds me of it, so I was like,
I don't even know. I don't understand what's wrong.
I mean,
I even deleted it and did the listing thinking like it was cursed or something.
Yeah. It was
I feel like I'm shadow banned right now.
He's shadow banned. You see, sound like our commenters. I'm shadow banned in the
I don't know,
comments.
man. I'm about 2 seconds from boosting it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, technically anyone
Yeah.
can do that, so I could just be like, yeah, we had to resort to desperate measures.
And here's how much we pay.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering what the Facebook flip is, we want to get it to you guys, but it just hasn't sold yet. And
it
it's
sucks
freaky because this one's a
it's-
way better deal.
It's so much better.
So much better than the first one. But anywho, it was supposed to be Wednesday's video. I'll push you back to the next week because
Yeah.
you know,
It's kind of one of those videos.
it's one of those where it can move. It's a mover.
Time is not of the essence.
And then
for
we
that
look on
video.
Trello and we're like, oh, once it gets finished, we're like, wow, we got another video done.
Exactly. We'll be like, dang, we have an extra video.
Extra video, imagine. Do you guys actually make toast? I mean, I make breakfast sandwiches sometimes with toast, but I don't just eat toast.
Yeah, I make toast a lot here, but it's always with an egg on it.
What would be some definite signs of bad RAM?
RAM bad.
RAM bad. Troubleshooting it with different RAM. If your system's not working with the current RAM and you swap it into other RAM and it works, most likely bad RAM. Or if you're getting like errors on the motherboard where the motherboard is hanging on like the DRAM light, that could be bad RAM. Could be reseeing the RAM. Could be a bad RAM slot on the motherboard. But those are just some key things to take a look at. Is the system working?
Certain blue screens can
Yep.
definitely be RAM related too.
That too. Is the system working and you're having like crashes, or and if you're running XMP, turn that off. That's probably what's causing you problems.
XMP.
Piggy Tech said, I need an extra video. Well, you know, extra videos be doing that.
Isn't there is there ad set to go live soon?
Yeah, is that this week, Pinky Tech? I thought it was this week. I need the world to see.
We should make him do Randall Times next.
Randall Times. OMG, the CPU. What CPU, Midnight? What are you talking about?
You like our i9?
Like our i9? i9? Would a 5500X and a 580 and DDR4 be good? I'm assuming good for gaming. I didn't see the price on it. 580 is slowly losing driver support, or is actually like at the point where it's not getting new driver updates. So it's fine in the like time being, like right now, but within the next couple of months, any new game release might not run optimally on it, or any big update to current games.
It's one of these coolers where it uses the pins. I feel like these never work well for our favor.
No. Oh God, from
Thermaltake.
Thermaltake, hello.
And honestly, I was looking at this too, and I'm like, I feel like the quality control here is kind of. I think it's like a $30. Yeah, I think it's like a $30 cooler.
Something like that. That's the kind of quality I expect from AliExpress.
This kind of quality I would expect from like Vitra or ID Cooling, but no, they show out.
It's almost like they put more time into their cheap products. Because that's all they do.
True.
I've been trying to find an LG 1200 motherboard with prices. Yeah, that was the biggest issue. What do we have to pay for this one?
For the motherboard? I don't think it was like terrible, right?
$219.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a Z590.
Yeah, $219. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's, yeah, that's the biggest thing is if you have the CPU already, you know, it'd be worth getting. But yeah, like if you're talking in comparison, like a Z690 or something, if you're building a new system, then yeah, you might be better off just to go that route. Yeah, the used market's not great for those motherboards either. And most of them, if you do get them used, they're going to come with like no IO shield.
Yup.
Used and abused.
We've been there one too many times. More times than we'd like to admit.
Yeah, I saw that. So the 7900 GRE, which absolutely love
gray.
AMD's naming scheme. They had that 590 GRE too. Is that going to be region specific? It's probably going to end up on AliExpress if it
I thought
is.
the 590 was like the GME.
You might be right
Unless
about
they
that.
had I don't even know anymore.
Was there another GRE card? And what the hell does GRE even mean? Explain.
It's ready. The gritty card.
Crashing with and without XMP. Yeah, I would verify some of the crashes you're having for actual blue screens. Look them up and see if they're RAM related. You could just have unstable RAM.
Like totally tubular RAM.
Totally.
Golden Rabbit edition for the Chinese. No, it's not.
Is it really?
Really?
I know it's supposed to be.
Multiple people have said that, so maybe it is.
I think it is a China-specific GPU, so that might make sense.
Huh.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
One other, yes, the 7900. I'd be interested to see those end up on AliExpress. They
It's
probably
not
will.
blue screen. The game just quits and goes back to desktop. That almost doesn't sound. It almost sounds like a Windows problem or something. Then
The game just quits and goes back to, yeah, that could be Windows. I don't know if that would be RAM, because you're not getting like actual shutdowns. You're getting like crashes. That could be drivers. That could be Windows updates. It could be a lot of different things. That's what Hardware Unboxing Gamers Nexus said. I know we got an email about that, but I mean that's not really something we focus on. So.
something about the card.
Yeah, I remember it was like a press release thing about it. That's how I knew it existed, but beyond that, nothing. Quit slipping.
All the money that they spent went into the fan.
Exactly. The RAM is the only thing that was changed. Works fine on 2400 megahertz RAM, but 3200. Well, that's just XMP. You might just need to like dial in your settings. If you really want XMP, you need to learn how to manually dial in your settings. So sometimes the XMP profiles that come with the motherboard don't work well with certain RAM kits.
Yeah, I just wouldn't run it personally. I know it kind of sucks because you're probably like, I just upgraded my RAM to this new speed.
But you ain't gonna get it.
But realistically, I mean, RAM is like one of like the last things I would usually consider when like trying to get more FPS.
At that point, you're just fine tuning the FPS a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah,
a
I
little
would
bit
be
higher,
chasing.
But you're not gonna.
other shit.
It's not like game. It's not like it used to be with first gen Ryzen. It was a big issue. I remember when I had my 1800X system. If I didn't have XMP, I lost a lot of performance. But it's not as big of a deal anymore.
Big deal.
Big Dale.
Feels sturdy for shipping.
Cabales. Can you work around this?
I can go through the I/O. Oh look, we received 100 messages today.
Yeah.
I was going to say we conceived 100 messages today.
Toasty Bros are a big deal. Stop it. We're nothing.
You went from 8 of 24 to 16 of 32. That was the upgrade. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest difference is already going to be the having 16 capacity.
One thing too, did you upgrade add RAM to a current RAM kit? Or did you just like totally take out your old RAM and put in new RAM?
Like a new dual channel kit.
Because I'm wondering if you're like mismatching RAM, that could cause problems too sometimes.
True.
I can use the power supply of 750 watts on a build with a 5700 XT. You don't need 750 watts for that. That's way overkill. But yes, you can. No, I swapped it from single 8 to dual 8. So you got a dual 8 gig kit. Got it. Well, even then, you should get a performance uplift just running non-XMP. But didn't you say also it was crashing when it was running
XMP?
Yeah, at that point, then I would think the RAM kit's bad. Because if it's been running stable with that single stick, then you're good. I'd probably swap back to that single stick if you still have it and just verify that everything's still running fine.
This come with a screw kit?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's different so far. I guess there's always a chance too that like we've had times where we've done an upgrade and something happens like during the process and then like you go back to the old stuff and the board's just bricked. So like, I would just try to non-XMP and then old RAM.
It's still crashing without the XMP, and that's what I'm currently using. And it's working fine right now with the single stick, right? If that's the case, then yeah, I'd probably just send the RAM back and get a new kit.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
So I decided time to address it. Effing SATA core moved and was blocking fan. Huh?
Who is that?
Kermit? What are you talking about?
The SATA core.
Oh, you bought it used. Well,
What do you? Oh, the RAM.
You may have got hosed then.
How much did you pay for it?
So it was a good deal. Oh, yeah, how much was it? You said it was 16 gigs, 2 8 gig sticks?
I'm waiting for it to be like 40.
I hope it was only like $15 or $20.
Yeah, I think 20 would be my max for used RAM because that stuff RAM is just so like hit or miss.
And it's really
Even
cheap
new, it's
right
hit or
now.
miss.
Also, you got it for 30 is not. Are you in the US?
I'm hoping it was like really good. Like
What brand is
32
it?
Megahertz. I'm hoping it was like Corsair Vision.
Yeah, what brand is it? Like trade?
So you got. So you paid like 30 on trade.
I'm confused when she was talking about Mr. Plant. What would you do?
I know. I'm so excited about the NVIDIA software.
So nice. It's in beta now. We gotta try it.
Yeah. I need to update my drivers at home. I'm just waiting now. Like, give me the new one.
Yeah, that was not a good deal. I'm sorry.
Ooh, yeah, the red rip jaws. Yeah, because that's the stuff that, like, it goes on sale really regularly.
Yeah.
If you told me it had, like, RGB and it was, you know, like Corsair or something like that, I would be like, okay, not the worst you could do, but you should be able to get that stuff new on, like, Amazon right now for, like, 35 to 45.
Yeah. So you probably could have gotten it new. You know, lesson learned happens, but yeah, I probably.
And also on a side note, I wouldn't just, like, throw it away.
No.
You might be able to test it on another motherboard and it might work just fine. Sometimes there's just weird compatibility things that'll happen.
Oh, you traded. Oh, so you're saying it was valued at $30 and you traded a CPU for it?
I traded $37.70.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you didn't need that CPU, that's
then,
not a bad.
okay, then
trade.
that's fine. But you said $30 at first. That was confusing.
If you just said you traded an i7 3770 for it, I would have been like, oh, cool, good trade.
Yeah.
Because realistically, like, you can find stuff like that for like free pretty much. I mean, people do sell them for 30, I agree, but they're so easy to find in those old systems.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, even on eBay, they sell for like $20 to $30. So that's fair.
This is already looking nice.
Hashtag nice build.
I like how the motherboard is slightly brown.
I love those Gigabyte UD boards. They always have a slight brown tint.
It's
to them.
because they're ultra durable.
Ultra durable.
I can't believe I didn't know that's what that stood for. That's
Ultra
crazy.
durable. It even says it right here. Ultra durable.
Nope, I never said I could read.
This is a long card. You might be able to.
Sure. Where? Here?
The Grammy.
Grammy.
Pull this card out to make sure, but it's a 7700 XT.
That stands for
yeah.
extra tall, right?
It's a 3-fan gargantuan.
I knew I was getting a big case. We had to fill it. Oh, I forgot this case comes with an ARGB and fan hub now. So fancy.
Did you guys ship all the extra parts that come with your builds to every person? Not necessarily all of them, no. We do ship like included accessories that we feel like you would need for the build, but we don't ship like all the. Let me take that back. We ship pretty much all the stuff that will come with the motherboard that we think you need to use.
SATA,
That's what I say. Like
all that
SATA and all that other extra stuff.
We often don't send, like, we try. I think PC Bros, whenever they build a system, they're really good about, like, including everything because they're a little more particular than us. But when we do these customs, we'll usually throw your SATA cables in the box. And
Wi-Fi,
then, like,
if it comes with it, obviously.
yeah, Wi-Fi, of course. And, like, if we happen to have a extra, like, box of screws, we'll throw it in there. Otherwise, we usually use the screws to build the PC. So, like, this one came with really just coarse thread power supply screws and then some random screws. So.
And also, if a motherboard comes with
look
something
what it
cool,
came with. We need to keep that.
Yes, we're keeping that.
not including
you ain't
that.
getting that.
No, if you're wondering, it's really stupid, by the way. It's like a little riser tool.
Is there a spot in our drawer we can keep it?
I'll put it up. I'll just put it up top of the screwdrivers.
All right.
It'll get thrown away, though. Oh, Cybershark.
Ah, Cybershark.
Oh,
Cybershark. I
yes.
saw on Discord that you have like a legit gaming PC now,
really?
like a real deal.
So that
like,
job's starting to pay off, huh?
Yeah, like a real deal gaming system. When did that happen?
Being a head moderator for all that years really paid off.
It really paid off. Being the CEO has its perks.
Did you? Oh, you didn't give me SATA. What do you hate me?
I didn't give you SATA. I don't know.
It's just like an Asus power supply.
Yeah, one thing we do include on modular power supplies
Is this extra cable?
is the extra cables.
Oh, that was Jonah's car.
Heck yeah, built it in December. Fire.
Oh, he built it too?
Wasn't it? What are the specs? Give me the specs real quick. I thought it was like a 3060 something build. 30. Big baller now.
Cybertruck, I didn't know you had money like that now. Are you gonna share? You should give back to your favorite YouTubers.
Cybershark's in the chat. The OG, the legend.
Skyber Shark.
Oh yeah, 5600, 16 gigs of RAM and a 3060. Nice.
Solid little build.
Now I have all the RGB and FPS to play Minesweeper. Exactly.
Oh God.
You know what's up.
He ain't playing around.
Cybershark. Oh yo. Classic.
I hope one day Wolfgangster can be like Cybershark.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
don't know.
Cybershark's like an upstanding model citizen.
So there is Cybershark. I don't know if you've met Wolfgangster. But
I feel like I could have sworn one time they were in chat together, and I thought they were talking about like where they lived.
yeah, but
He
he's
corresponds
located
with
in
it.
India as well, and he is a menace to society. Like he should learn from
He
you.
needs a good mentor.
He's a really good mentor because he's a menace to society.
So Cybershark, are you still working like same job, same like hours and everything? Because I know normally it's pretty hard for you to catch these. Wolfgangster. Wolfgangster needs some meds. And we got Pinky Tech. He's an absolute joy.
We'll send him your way.
Dude, did you see the picture Pinky Tech said?
Yes,
I did
that
not
was
see that coming.
the hair though.
Yeah.
I love the hair. There's your SATA data. I have not actually beaten fully the original Half-Life. I played it a couple times. It always stops.
I've never beat it.
I beaten Half-Life 2 and all the episodes after that, but not the original one. But I know Black Mesa exists. I just haven't gotten around to buying it too. Same job, transitioned from internship to full-time 1.5 years ago. Fire.
Oh, wow.
Killing it. You just got an updated list from our guy. He said, I realized these are the only ones available.
Am I hearing that he's selling on the black market?
I just realized I only have 2 L490s. Here is the new list.
Oh, okay.
Have you all been? We've been doing pretty good, Cybershark. YouTube channel continually growing. We're not irrelevant yet.
We're getting there.
We've been
We're working on it.
multi-streaming the past couple of weeks on Toasty Clips, so we're kind of doing like doing some live streaming on YouTube a little bit. But everything's been pretty damn good. Can't complain.
Oh, another custom I had. What am I trying to say right now?
A custom converted.
Yeah, I went through.
Hey.
I love the guy's name. It's the same name of someone that we know, but it's not definitely the same person.
What's up, Bruce? Oh yeah, Half-Life is definitely the basis of PC gaming. Like it was the biggest thing. Like it sprung in Team Fortress 2. It created CS. Like the basis of it was, huge. Gay Ben.
Gay Ben?
Gay Ben. Anytime I thought, like back when I first got into PC gaming, the 3 games I thought of when I thought PC was Team Fortress 2, Gary's Mod, and all the Half-Life games.
It's basically the orange box.
And pretty much the orange box. The orange box was what made Steam, so.
I definitely think for me it was definitely Team Fortress 2 and Minecraft. Yeah. Those were definitely and Gary's Mod was definitely one of them I was curious about.
Yeah, Minecraft was definitely a game that I picked up later.
This list is totally different.
There's like nothing left. What the hell? Did he just get rid of all the ones with cost and he was just like, I messed up?
No, the cost is still, it's just like, okay. So,
I mean, Don't we still have a decent amount of laptops?
Oh yeah, we have plenty.
So that ain't a big deal. For me, it was CS, GTA series, and Half-Life. Nice. Unreal Tournament. I know. My dad used to play that on PC a long time ago. The Unreal Tournament games are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I did used to play those, except I don't think I played them on PC ever. I think I was playing on the original Xbox.
That is a classic game. I used to play the. I had discs of like the old Wolfenstein games.
I never played one of those before.
I think I actually bought that same game because it was on Steam, and I was like, I have to have it in my library because it was like a game we played a long time ago.
I still have fond memories of playing on the Wii. It was the first. I think it was the first Call of Duty I ever played. It was like Call of Duty 4, I believe, which I think is that World at War, or is that just Call of Duty 4?
Call of Duty 4 is the first Modern Warfare. And then World at War was the one after that, but it was just called World at War.
Maybe I think of that one then, because it definitely was not modern. I remember playing it, and it was like, I mean, you could tell it was like World War II, kind of. World War I, something like that.
Maybe it was World at War. I know we played World at War a lot with the original zombies. That was the one that had the original zombies in it.
That's probably what I'm thinking of then. Although it didn't have zombies on the Wii for sure. So I don't know. I don't know what it was. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then remember... Yeah, I definitely remember a few of the Unreal tournaments. Those were pretty cool.
Because COD 4 is the one they just remastered.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
They're starting to hop on that train.
Yeah. It was remastered pretty recently. It has a multiplayer and stuff, and I'm really kind of broken, so people, you know, usual Call of Duty stuff.
Camping, screaming at each other.
Yep. Do I need a BIOS update for a Bevo 50 Pro S for a 5600? Nope. Should be fine.
Shouldn't.
Should be A-OK, Jose. There's that. Might be having another Raid Shadow Legends ad here soon.
Yes. Is it like, is it going to be like last time where they want some really crazy stuff?
No. They're not really even paying that much compared to other ones. That's why I was like, you know, guys, I'm not as interested in this because you're not really willing to pay as much. But
So there's no Ultimate Death Knight?
there's no Ultimate Death Knight.
Oh.
I thought they were done advertising because I've not seen a Raid Shadow Legend ad in a long time, but now they're like really ramping it up again.
Hey, I'm sure they have some type of analytics that...
Well, it's like Honey. Like
Tell them what
Honey
to do.
doesn't do much advertising anymore. They had a period of like 2 years where they were like pushing it like crazy. They just want to
Yeah.
install people's PCs, and I bet that thing just runs on its own now.
He runs in the background of PCs now.
Oh, they would have to pay big bucks for us to do Raid Shadow Legends as Dracula Flow. That'd be fire.
God, imagine seeing that in the movie theater. That'd be
Bro, that
crazy.
other video of his was unhinged.
Talking about the one that I sent?
The devil and the angel one.
I don't think I've seen that one. I sent you all, like, the one I sent was like one of the first videos that was uploaded. The
think-
Bart Simpson
Oh,
one.
that one. Yeah, that one. No, this one, the McAllister sent. I think you said something about it. You sent like laughing emojis. I don't know if you watched it. The one about killing a bug.
I sent laughing emojis? I don't remember. No, I didn't watch it.
This is so stupid.
Oh, I did.
This
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Kill it. It's a living creature. Didn't kill it. Who cares? Why wouldn't you kill it? Well, shouldn't I try and save
So it's supposed to be like the angel and the bug, right?
Yeah.
Or angel and the devil. not
Angel and the bug.
Yeah, it's like when you have like the one on each shoulder.
The bug and the thug and the rug.
Yeah, y'all ever have that where you're trying to figure out good or evil and you got the angel and the bug on your shoulder?
The bug.
Fucking kill it.
Yeah, it's a clean build, and this will have RGB lighting. Everything syncs up right with the ARGB on the cooler.
God, can you imagine like what dude's funeral is gonna be like?
It's gonna be heat. Lol. Angel and the Bug sounds like a morning show. It does. Angel and the Bug. The bug and the thug and a rug.
Eat Pete, I'm a bug. Oh, look, there he is over there. In the flesh.
It is kind of strange that we just have this old guy. You know, he's like worshipped around here. But I will say, he has range. He has some acting abilities. I'm waiting for his
Acting
first
abilities.
feature film.
Acting abilities beyond belief. And the other question is, what were these Wi-Fi antennas for? I saw him over there.
I saw him over there too.
That one maybe?
Probably. Is there Wi-Fi on the back of that?
Yes.
Yeah, the Corsair box. You can make sure there's none other one
Horse
in there. Corsair.
air.
Respect your elders. No.
Guys, I think we're gonna make a company called Corsair, but it's like Course Error.
Error.
Corsair. What I just pressed.
So over the weekend, a kid on the local football team went brain dead on a fentanyl overdose. God, that's horrible.
Damn.
Course error.
That sounds like something Dracula would have predicted.
Course error. What happened to that dog that used to be in the shop with you all? You're talking about Aspen and mainly Aspen that hung out when
Yeah.
Aspen was a puppy.
He's a grown boy now. He's kind of annoying.
Just vibing, living life. Corsair. See, Cybertruck gets it.
Corsair. You're testing the. Uh oh, he's doing it.
Oh, here we go.
I like this. You know, he actually took our advice, and he's doing it.
Unlike some people.
You know who wouldn't do that? Omar.
I'm going to do some lighting called IQ. Yes. Corsair air. Not Bob88, they were the follow. There was a Nut Bun Redemption 5 minutes ago and no one got on us for it. Oh my God. Uh-oh, what happened?
It just needs a good old-fashioned restart.
No exhaust fan? Honestly, with this system, with 3 intake and the CPU cooler, and there's like a ton of ventilation around, it'll just evacuate on its own.
It'll just disappear.
It'll just disappear. Exhaust fans do help a bit, but like this isn't a super like crazy high performance system in terms of like the heat output, so it'd be fine. That one little 120 mil fan ain't gonna make a major difference. Why are the fans stopping?
They're supposed to.
Fan stop. That is one freaky thing I've seen some people do, and I think Jason does it also with his PC builds. They set the fan curve to where there is like an off mode on the fans. I feel like that's freaky.
I don't like that. I'd rather have them run at like 400 or 500 RPM than like just turn off at times. At least for like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't care on my personal rig, but for PC Bros customers,
No,
they'd freak out.
It also just looks kind of weird.
It does. Your PC looks broken.
Like some of the RGB effects look right when the fan's moving, but when it's just not moving, it doesn't look as cool. Highly doubtful with an 11900K Lowski. That cooler should be plenty.
Oh yeah, easy. Can you guys stop questioning us, please? I'm just kidding.
No,
Ask
it's
questions.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Agreed. The immediate thought is what's wrong. Yeah, no, fans are just sitting there offers like something's unplugged.
This build will get temp tested too, so don't
Yep.
you all worry. If it by
Fails.
some miracle runs too hot, then you know we'll have to update it. But
You'll get a V-True.
yep.
Just asking for a question. I'll question you now, Jackson. Oh, question him.
Okay.
Ask him some
It's
hard-hitting questions.
Elowski.
1970 Fiery Phoenix, hello.
GPUs are 77.
Could killer Wi-Fi software be hindering my Ethernet performance? No, I don't think. There should be a reason why.
think so. I never did like that. Remember back in the day, every motherboard I ever got had the killer Wi-Fi, and it always had to like install that like suite. And I'm like, whoever's ever going to use like a Ethernet or Wi-Fi suite?
Had my first network incident with a unmanaged switch at home this weekend. I was updating stuff on my INDO, and I have an Ethernet running off that to a switch, which runs off to my main router coming in. And I was updating stuff, and for some reason, my internet just goes out. And I'm like, what happened? And I was doing some troubleshooting, and I was able to use the direct line from my router to my PC, and it worked fine. But then it wasn't working when I plugged everything back up. So what happened was something with the INEO was like doing a networking loop, where it was sending a bunch of errors through my switch and then sent all the way to the router and basically killed the internet on the network.
So you DDoSed yourself.
So I basically DDoSed myself. And I don't know how that happened, but I guess using an unmanaged switch, if you have something weird like that happen, it could just take out your entire network. So I might be looking at a managed switch, because that was annoying. And I want to be able to update stuff on my INEO docked and not have to unplug that Ethernet. Yeah, I had that happen. At first I thought my switch went bad. And yeah, no boot. What do you mean no boot? Is it not booting now with the RAM?
Hey, remember what I said? I'm just saying, sometimes you do certain component swaps and it just somehow permanently bricks stuff.
Pull the power. Well, that was the thing. I pulled the power on the router. All my decos, which are like the little wireless hubs, because basically I have the main router that comes in for the AT&T fiber, then that runs to a deco, which I disable Wi-Fi on the main router, so then my deco is like my Wi-Fi router, and plug that in, and I restarted all that stuff, even my switch, and it still kept throwing errors. It would work, like it would get internet connection back, it would work for like 5 seconds, and then just go out again. So, I don't know. I just have it unplugged right now, and I just have a couple of things plugged in the switch, and it works fine. Ah, dang it, it was me. I caused the AT&T outage nationwide. That was me. Shout out.
They really confirm, like, I don't really listen to
They
these.
said, well, this is what they said, but you take it with a grain of salt. They said something about a nightly backup that didn't go through and it reverted back to some old settings for like certain regions, and it caused an outage that they couldn't fix in time. Something like that. I don't know.
Did I ever tell you what I realized about our decos that we could be doing here that would make the internet amazing?
What?
So I did this in my house recently when I had that trench dug. I ran an Ethernet cable off of the deco that's like all the way there in my house to the one at the opposite end.
Oh, so
And-
then you have two. Like,
yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute. We have a deco literally next to our switches in the other room there.
that's a good
And
idea.
then the other deco, that one could technically be moved if we wanted to. The one that it's next to the packing station right
Yeah.
now. But if you connect it to Ethernet, it basically you have to connect each deco to. Okay, wait. Actually, that'd be more difficult than I thought. The decos need to go to each other, technically. So we'd have to run a whole. Never mind. I don't want to do it anymore.
I was gonna say, I was like, that sounds like what David was pitching originally, the PoE, like ubiquity stuff that was like all power over Ethernet, and you just plug those up, and then it like everything's Ethernet connected, so
Yeah.
it's not relying on like passing the signal.
But yeah, you can technically run deco to deco, and it like makes a super Wi-Fi signal.
Super deco.
Super deco. Oh, it wasn't seated all the way? Okay. Well, there you go. Hey, look, you did troubleshooting.
Look at you. So proud.
Oh, Eli, I see my internet is free. Don't ask me how. Uh-oh.
Just like that MacBook.
Some shady stuff going on here.
The same person you got the MacBook from, you ran an Ethernet to their house. Boom, boom, boom. The panic is over. Maybe.
Why not build another PC?
What time is it?
Good thought.
It is
It's only
9:30.
9:37.
What do we got?
I can go look.
We have some simple builds. Piggy Tech said, do something productive. Don't just sit there and stare. Check that level. Yeah, I think we have some higher end builds back there, but we might have something. Do you all buy CPUs? Locally, yes. We buy anything. We don't really like to buy stuff online to be shipped in. At this point, yeah, I'm gonna like definitively say that. There's a rare situation where we might, but definitively, I'm gonna say unless you're willing to come in locally, we don't really want to buy stuff online. Unless it's like really, 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 really cheap. Need to update the specs. Mine's still accurate. Jackson's needs to be updated. Mine hasn't changed. Yeah, he now has a 4070. But yeah, mine's still a 2080 Super. 2080 Supra.
Here's the last of one of the 5-offs.
Ah! The last of last month's giveaway PC. Fire.
I think this one's actually.
Oh, these are the 5-offs. Never mind. These are not.
Yeah, I think this is
Yes.
like when I planned a few.
Okay, so this is not it.
Yeah, I think all the giveaway PCs sold. It looks like we're out, so.
I thought I saw two 6500 XT still back there.
Your eyes deceive you. Just kidding, I don't know.
Oh, see if you're on the website still. That's the way to tell.
Yeah, it is the best way. A timeless classic. Aries game. All reliable.
Yeah, looks like they're all gone. So they did sell. Fire.
You know what I'm already imagining in my head. One of the least favorite things that I feel like it's usually always Zach that
I
says
saw
it.
this one.
Yeah, you guys can't see the price on this one, but I'm just imagining right now. Y'all are still building.
Bro, you're still building?
Y'all are still building the first computer. I don't know why that always gets to me. 'Cause I'm like, do you think we're that slow?
Yeah, first PC. Oh, I moved giveaways to a different table. Got it.
Did you actually?
So are the ones for this month?
I saw the ones for this month.
Okay.
Those were there.
Okay.
This just looked like it was the only other last of a 5-off build besides the newest giveaway.
They have to change the title? I don't know about that.
I wonder if this tool, do you happen to know, did this one sell? This is the last of the 4100 and 1660
Those I still saw
super
on the
build.
website.
Oh, okay, so then this is probably the last one. Someone buy it now. I command you.
I would update the title, but with us YouTube streaming, I don't think I can change the YouTube title without creating a new event.
A Nexus event.
Just one left? Fire.
Sorry guys,
Fire
I've been
sale.
watching Loki.
So are all the, what's it called? Stuff for the giveaway PC here then? I know you said it was going to be here like relatively soon.
I'll have to check. I know it was all going to be here before March.
Okay.
Which
So the
is
next, based on the calendar, tomorrow would be the day to do it.
Ooh, that's extra early. That's
It is.
bold.
But if not, then we can.
That's as bold as trying to sell a PC on Facebook.
She said no. Do you know what we're waiting on? By any chance?
I think the CPUs are supposed to be here in May.
Fire sale, fire sale. Yep, we are streaming on YouTube right now. We're multi-streaming. Okay, only the cases are here. Okay, so we gotta wait a little bit.
We're multitasking too.
We gotta wait a little bit there. But yeah, we stream. So when we say stream on YouTube, don't go to the main YouTube channel. That's not where we're streaming. We're streaming on our secondary channel, Toasty Clips, which is where we put a bunch of our stream highlights up and our bloopers and stuff like that. So we decided, hey, let's try multi-streaming there to get a little bit of a YouTube audience. And I see like Evo is here watching on YouTube. Shout out.
Plus, we know some people just like watching on YouTube more, you know.
Yep. And if you're like, I don't want to watch them because I don't like Twitch, well, you know what? We're on YouTube now, so shout out.
No excuses now.
And there's YouTube Nosy on YouTube. Shout out.
Our #1 supporter. Oh,
Oh, the CPU's pins are bent.
sounded like glass breaking.
Speaking of glass breaking,
Dude, that was.
so what happened
all right,
exactly?
So, it's a funny story. If he's watching, hopefully he finds it funny. So, he had like a big notebook where he had like all these notes written down. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, I feel like I'm ready." He's like, "Can I build one?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Sure, yeah, go for it." And so I helped him pick out all the parts. It was just a upgrade path base, like the 12100.
okay.
So I'm like, yeah, that'll be nice and easy for me. He's like, yeah, man, I really think I can do this. I'm like, all right, cool. So he said, yeah, I think I'll have Andrea kind of help me. And she was like, yeah, you can build over like by my station. I'll kind of build along with you, but I got to finish up this other PC first. And he's like, all right, well, can I go ahead and like open up stuff? And she's like, sure. So I said, all right, I'm gonna open up the case first. And so opens up the case. I turn around for like 5 seconds and I just hear this loud bang. And I turn around and he's like, oh my God, I am so sorry. He instantly pulls out his wallet and he's like, how much? How much does it cost?
So
He's like,
how
"I'll pay
did
for
it fall? Did it like
He literally had like took the screws off of the panel
it just fell?
and then I think I think it's like, how those cases, they barely hold on sometimes?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he took them off and maybe like turned around or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it sucks.
I just was like, no, it's like, I was
It
like,
happens.
if it was any other case, it kind of sucked, but I'm like, we're pretty cool with them, so we should have just get a replacement panel.
like, hey, please.
We already had an extra too. We had one already back there, so I was like, we'll just use that.
Yep, Toasty Bros clips or Toasty clips.
I forgot we had cameras. I should have clipped it.
Toasty clips.
Toasty Bros, go down to the station. Dracula Flow.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe to that channel if you like all the the Twitch streaming stuff, because that's what we mainly post on there. It's build highlights, a lot of PC Bros stuff.
Sometimes you get some random stuff up there,
Yep.
like fan fictions,
Like
bloopers.
fan fictions where we're like, does this really belong on DIY? No, it belongs on clips.
It's always the fun toss up of like, what channel does this belong on?
Lowski, there he is.
It always depends on like how interesting and how much effort, you know, because it's like if it's a lot of effort, we're usually like, oh, DIY at the least, and if it's a whole lot of effort, it's like, oh, Toasty Bros, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like minimal effort, usually clips.
We have a decent amount of LDT screwdrivers. We only got 2 of them for free. The rest we all bought.
I think we actually have like, I know Caleb bought an Noctua one, Andrea bought an Noctua one, and then we already had a ton here. I would say we're probably up to like, not that we own personally, but I would say like 11 or 12 in the office.
Did you see they're coming out of the Precision kit?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to cop.
I'm gonna have to cop the Precision kit.
Yeah, Tool owns 2.
It's a Precision kit that has the bit storage, which looks really sick.
Oh yeah, we're up to 128 beers. Pretty crazy.
Fire.
Some of them are probably doubles, but you know, we'll take it. I saw Caleb has that really nice electronic pencil screwdriver.
Yeah.
That everyone really likes.
Aren't the issue with those just like the torque on certain things?
That's exactly what he was saying. He was like, there's a lot of times like you'll have to like get it or like to get it started, you'll have to, sorry, I can't talk right now. To undo it, you need to like, often it's too torqued down. So you have to like manually turn it a little bit and then you can use that feature.
It should be pretty easy to find the rear underpants if you look up Toasty Bros clips. There's people chatting right now. Toasty Bros clips.
You got an all green one on Black Friday and you love it? Nice. Yeah, I bought, for here, I bought an extra, just this all black one, and then I got the stubby. Which the short and stubby honestly rarely gets used. It's nice to have when you need it, but.
Yep, I have 2 at home. I have the one we made at LTX, and then one I bought just to have around the house.
I think the one that I made at LTX, I think that's the one I gave to Tyler.
Nice.
I think that's one he still uses. You're back in your main PC, that was trash. What was like the troubleshooting? Is the 1660 Ti good for under 200? Well, it needs to be a good amount under 200, I'd say. If you're buying it like brand new somehow, then sure. I mean, 180 or something like that's not like terrible, but it's not good. Like I would look at other cards, but if you can get it used for about 130, that's a good price. Just the RAM trash. Is this some conspiracy? Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yo, is buying an older Omen just a streamer support a good idea?
Huh?
Is buying an older Omen just okay, yeah, I don't get it. Are you trying to use like a secondary?
Oh, just to support a streamer a good idea? Is that what you're saying?
Is it us?
I don't know what you're talking about though.
Oh, there's one on Amazon for $189. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure,
Wait, what's that?
What else can you, 1660 Ti new? What else can you get for $189 new?
You
Is
get
that
close,
3050?
or
like
you're getting
two?
close to RX 6600 level at that price.
That's true, yeah. I would much rather have you get like either a 6600 or a 3050.
Yeah.
Because I think, is the 3050 a little bit better than the 1660 Ti?
They're about the same. I
About
thought that
the
was
same.
because they're like 6060 Super and 3050 are about the same.
The main advantage you're going to get with the 3050 is obviously much longer driver support, lesser power consumption, and also ray tracing if you ever want to use that.
I want to trace them rays.
Newer in-bank encoder too, which can be pretty valuable. So yeah, if you're really wanting to go Team NVIDIA, like save up the extra money and just get a 3050. Or go on eBay and get a Ti used, like a 1660 for 130.
Why is it better to buy the 3600 or the 4500? I don't want to downgrade. So the main reason why someone would argue 3600 or 4500 is the Gen 4 support. I believe the CPU might be pretty close, like actual CPU power, but the Gen 4 support is what's going to give you the most bang for your buck, especially with higher end GPUs.
Yeah, it can make a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
Like I definitely would never, like this system's using the 4100, so like the Ryzen 4100, 43, and 45, like they're good CPUs, but like they really need to be the right price.
Yep.
You really need to be able to find a cheap motherboard like this and get like, I think these 4100s we were able to get for like 60 or 70 bucks. That kind of makes it worth it. But if you can get a 3600 for like, 70 or 80, like way better deal.
Matt Black, are you related to Jack Black?
Okay, he's using an older Omen, or he wants to use the older Omen for Streamlabs since he mainly game on PS5. So you're wanting to stream your PS5 to the
So you're basically
computer.
buying it as a stream PC is what you're saying. As long as it has a decent GPU in it, I mean, as long as it has a decent CPU or GPU in it and it's a good price, then sure. Like, what are the full specs for the price?
And is it a laptop or a desktop?
Yeah, and if it's a laptop, those technically work with a capture card, but you will be kind of limited. This guy said nope.
Desktop. Okay.
Oh, it's a desktop, okay.
What are the specs of it? I feel like you don't really see like older Omens very often.
Yeah, give me the specs and the price, and we'll let you know. Because streaming PCs, you can build new for really cheap if you know what to go with. It doesn't need to be crazy.
Ooh, you know what I feel like is in order today?
What's up? Ah, yes. She's gonna have the 70 today?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
It's wild.
Kentucky. If you don't like the weather, wait till tomorrow. Can we get an example? What would
what?
you like an example of? We'll do anything.
Of a stream PC for cheap? Is that what you're talking about?
I loved doing that video for Zach the other day where he's like, you know, I just want you to go on PC Part Picker and just playing a build real quick. And so I started the video by being like, you know, I'm just gonna name off a random budget. I think I'll do $700, and I was able to just randomly build a PC, and it came out to $692.
Perfect.
It's so nice, just like doing it for this long, and you just know.
I've streamed. Well, if we're talking about a single PC setup, that's different. So I'm talking about like, it's really cheap to build something as a secondary PC for streaming from, let's say, a console. Single PC streaming, I don't even recommend, honestly, getting a second PC for dual PC streaming until you've gotten to the point where you've maxed out that single PC and you find issues with that. But that's where like only real professional streamers or people who do this for a living would like invest money into it because they just want to.
Also, True Fresh, you should also check out PC Bros.
Yes.
Just saying. Because,
Yep.
like, you can...
We could do a build console. I have an idea of like a spec range too. Like pretty easy to put together one or just one of our website builds. What's this one?
I think these ones, I think I lowered to, like, 7 or so.
That's pretty good.
And, like, that would easily... The biggest thing with us, by the way, the reason I'm saying it is if you're not super, like, fond of building and tinkering with PCs, we have a 1-year parts and labor warranty with all of ours. So if you do buy from us, you get Windows 10 or Windows 11 Pro installed, tested, activated. We don't include any bloatware, and the systems already come with the drivers and everything they need. They're all new, or if they're used, they're very well cleaned and everything with the 1-year warranty.
The new tool.
Ooh. So yeah, you definitely. It depends on what you're looking for, and I will say, I don't know if that Omen. You know, I'm sure once you tell us the specs and everything, maybe we'll tell you it's a great deal, like way better than we can do. But Facebook Marketplace is a jungle. I would say it's pretty rare to actually find a good deal. We have to hunt when we want one.
Well, it depends how low your frame rate is. Like, I mean, obviously you're gonna lose frame rate when you stream on a single PC. But I'll just say from my experience, like, if you're wanting to take streaming seriously, I would much rather get a new 40 series GPU, single PC setup, invest good money into it versus 2 PCs that are of equal value. I wouldn't do it. It just causes more headaches too.
I mean, I'm trying to think. If you were to, like, let's just say you had really good money and you did, like, not really good money. You did like a 4070 Ti PC. Most of the time you can do a 4070 Ti build for about $2K.
Yeah.
If you were to cut that in half and do $2 and $1,000 builds, you're now talking like maybe like, we'll just say NVIDIA still 3060 Ti's.
And that just doesn't make sense.
4060 Ti.
That's why I only like say like, yeah, there's people who like streamers that'll do it, but most of the time they're getting sponsored by PC companies and they'll just send them whatever the heck they want. And they're like, well, why not? I get the idea of having it. It's really cool because you lose 0 performance, but for people getting into streaming, it's not worth the investment because single PC is just way easier to work with.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm rocking a 5800 and a 4070 non-Ti. And I have 2 1440p monitors at high refresh rate, and then a 24-inch high refresh rate monitor. And while streaming and gaming, I mean, I play Apex, Halo, Rocket League, Valorant. Like, I mean, I play whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm always maintaining well over 100 FPS while streaming at like pretty good settings too.
Hello, Uber Pigeon. How are you?
I think a lot of people just think way too hard about like how their FPS and response time impacts their actual gameplay. Because I know a lot of people who are like very mid at games or honestly like well below average, and they'll get like 360 hertz monitors and like really high end builds, and I'm just like,
Doesn't make you
it's
that
not
much.
really gonna do much for you. If we're talking about like honestly, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, pay for a training class. Like,
Get good.
yeah, and I really don't mean that like a mean way. I heard that screw dropped like 3 times. You might need to whip out the magnets.
You know, the screwdriver's a little too thick.
Ooh, look at Elowski. He needs a 7950 X3 and a 49 with 10 terabytes of storage, and he'll game and say thank you. All right, we got you.
Ah!
Banana wizards.
Banana.
That's what they call us. I think my biggest complaint about getting the 3070 non-TI from a 1080 Ti hybrid is you were well over 100 FPS, and now you have shader issues with COD. They're slow. You average 90. That shouldn't really be the case because a 1080 Ti performs similar to a 2070 Super, and I mean realistically, I think the 2080 Super or even 2080 Ti is like a 3070. So I would say that there's something wrong with like your settings, or you don't have drivers properly optimized or something. Because 3070 should definitely be better than 1080 Ti.
Yes.
Although, what CPU do you have? I wonder
Yeah.
what the chances are that maybe they had a Gen, because the 1080 Ti is a Gen, I think 3x16.
It is.
What CPU you got, Mr. Plant? Because maybe we could help you get to the bottom of your issue. I feel like they have a 10th Gen i7. I can just feel it. Yeah, and well, and the 3070 non-Ti should be a lot better than a 2070 Ti. Not a lot better, but better.
See ya, Pinky Tech.
Pinky Tech's leaving. Meetings. Why does he always have meetings? Sometimes I feel like he fakes working just to get away from us.
Yeah, you see, Underpants, the 7600 and 5600X is a good like entry-level streaming option, but there are better single PC streaming setups than that. Like, you're playing Warzone and stuff, obviously you might deal with some issues if you're running higher settings.
Mr. Plant, answer me. What CPU do you have? You ignored my question. Because also your wife's PC is also, that GPU is also Gen 3x16.
Those specs are good for $700, but I don't
Ooh.
think you need that for a streaming PC.
Yeah, that's definitely your problem, Mr. Plant. He has an i7 7700K.
Yeah, that's your problem.
You're having like a major bottleneck
major
issue.
bottleneck.
So that's the reason why you didn't see a major difference. Which I mean, you're right. You should. I guess the moral of the story is you're saying you shouldn't have upgraded.
Yeah, I
So
would.
where should I put this?
Probably here. It'll be fun.
Yeah, if you were to go to like it's crazy. If you were to go to a 12th Gen i3, it would be a little
Yeah,
better than that
it would.
CPU.
Yeah.
And actually, your gaming performance would definitely be better, just because like the CPU's already a little better, but the Gen 4 performance would be way better. Oh yeah, gotta do the thing. This is the last time we have to do this. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
And then CPU power, please.
No.
Yeah.
It was 9:58 and no one's here yet?
What the
What the
They're all protesting?
Maybe. She has a Ryzen 7. Hang on, I'll boot it up. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty crazy. So like, if you ever look up benchmark comparisons, and I'm gonna go even further back, the i3 10100 they say performs better than the 7th gen, like than your exact CPU.
Yep.
So, yeah, sadly, you know, they're still good CPUs, but not with a 3070. They're good for like 1660s and like other like very low end Gen 3 by 16 cards, but not for what you have. You got something a little too good in there.
Although this has the single front panel connector, and we're still using this archaic.
Yeah, here we are
Adapter.
telling you what to do.
Shout out.
All right, CPU coming through. You have an MSI Z270. So here's what I would do if I were in your shoes. Since it sounds like you have a couple of rigs and you know how to build, I would get a lower end card and put it in your system to sell on Facebook Marketplace. And this is, by the way, this is just what I would do. You don't have to do it. And then
Is there a
I
different
would-
CPU power that yeah, there's.
yeah. And then I would take your 3070 and build either a right now the i5 12600K is like an amazing deal. So like a 12th gen i5 system, or even better, which like I would prefer to do, something like the 7600X with DDR5 RAM, 3070. That would be, you would probably see like at least 1.5 times the performance you are now, if not more. You might even see like double.
You are having CPU issues, my dude. I've seen that a lot with people who built PCs back in the generation of like early Intel, where there wasn't a major improvement between like 2nd to 4th and 5th gen and all the way up, where they were like, oh, I have 7th gen, that's not that old, it'll still be fine with a new GPU. But they've made a lot of advancements since then in terms of like generational jumps, and GPUs are like outpacing sometimes the CPU growth. Like
Which
there's
really,
still some GPUs that are like, you know, held back by the CPU.
I was gonna say the 1080 Ti. It's crazy to think that that was a time relevant build with that 7th gen i7, which I'm sure at the time was really good, but I feel like games and GPUs very quickly outgrew it. I hear one of them. I think that's Zach.
Zach. Is there anyone else out there?
Should there be?
Yeah, there should be.
My little poopy bear's out there.
Jonah.
A little Pookie Bear.
McAllister just pulled into it.
Cool.
We had a roadblock.
Was it a crusade?
Oh no. Yeah,
Where would you put the fan in this again? Plug it into a SATA.
Zach's buddy had an accident.
What?
It was him.
Someone, not speaking names, could be me, could be someone else, shit on the floor in his house. So.
Was it your cat?
Huh?
What?
I'm so confused.
Zach's dog shit on
Oh.
before he left.
Well, now when you put it that way, I understand.
I thought you did.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
he's like, I went over to Zach's house and just shit on the
Pooped
floor.
on his floor.
You never know, man.
You never know what he's feeling.
Oh no.
He has poop on him.
Ah, you can touch it up.
Zach sucked the ink out.
It looks like someone did. There's a giant scab.
You remember?
Jonah put this on the
you
whiteboard.
remember what I
by
told
the
you?
way.
I'm just saying. You might have to get
It's
re-inked.
inspiration.
Well, I have an appointment to go back in March. So.
That was an email we got.
A magical email.
In the main set.
Just have that in the background. That just feels like something like from Plum Corp. What if they sent it? That'd be crazy. I'd feel so honored.
You know what I guarantee this is for? You guys remember like middle school and high school, you had to like email your inspirations?
Yeah.
Your teacher would make you write it
Yeah.
and like print it out and stuff. And, like if you got a response, you had to share it with the class. I bet this is that.
Well, to be fair, at the end, they asked for a PC too.
Did they really? I didn't see that part.
I kind of just like copied that because I was like, that's a great line. And I just ignored the rest.
See, now I don't want to. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, oh, we should respond. Now I'm like, nope.
Sorry.
Just respond with the giveaway picture, promo pic.
With the short, we just put it. You going $20 to spend on a PC?
I've been
thinking. That's dangerous.
DM'd all the time to Discord. People tell me they're like life stories. Then they ask for PC at the end. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not going to respond.
Dude, it's like at least like try to trick me. Like tell me the life story, make me feel bad, and then be like, oh, by the way, can I get a free computer?
Yeah, no, there's only two. Like people would immediately ask, "Can I have a free PC?" Or they say like, "I have a question. Can I have a free PC?"
Excuse me.
Or they like trauma.
Hung way.
And then like,
Yeah,
ask
they
for it.
they're like, my family's poor. I'm struggling right now. Can you give me a PC? And like,
I don't even like.
Or they tell you they're a Nigerian
I don't
prince.
open those messages or like respond to those people anymore because like it could just be like they want to vent to somebody at the same time. I'm like, I don't want to deal with the awkward. Like, come on.
It be
Boys,
happening.
this morning is one of those mornings.
Is the OPC not gone yet?
No one's gonna
Nope.
ask, huh?
It's not selling.
This person said, "Hey Jack, love your videos."
Just mine.
So what's the margin that we're at right now compared to the other one? Is it the same or is it?
It's close to the same, I believe.
Okay.
Definitely not what it was. But yeah, I mean, I can just can do a little boosty and see what happens, I guess.
Pay to win.
I don't know. Just, you're gonna boost the post.
Well, anyone can do that. I mean, I was boosting posts like way back when, like even when out of the old office, like before it was PC Bros. So, I mean, we'll tell everyone, like we'll be like, oh, you know, this is another tactic. Like if you just can't sell something, you know, you can try to boost it for a couple bucks a day. It's not. I mean, you can spend really low money.
Garthy, you want to know how much the other computer was? The other computer will be. Where would find the build sheet? Yeah. 1,500 at pcbros.tech.
Did you say 1,500?
1,500.
Yeah, so we're gonna do $4 a day for 3 days. That's $12. I think we can afford it off the budget.
Let me talk to my boys on the streets. I get you 1,500 real quick.
1,500 real quick.
1,500 racks?
Streets just called. They got my money.
All right, guys. We'll find somebody to raid. Thank you all for watching. You're beautiful.
Thank you guys.
We
love you.
Like a clear all notifications button. Instead, make me go through the mess as the PC Bros.
You know that
With the Windows notifications, I don't know if you have that on your computer. I turned it off because it covers my Photoshop window.
Well, like it loads up and you can't like go into Slack to clear them all out. You have to let them go one at a time. Once you go, like, oh my god.
Have you ever seen the one dude on he's probably on like TikTok and a few other ones where he does like it's like an Asian guy singing, he's like always like, I love you. I love you. Beautiful voice, honestly.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
I was wondering if you ever saw him.
But you did make me think TikTok. Now TikTok will show you.
That's okay.
You sure?
It's a basketball morning. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw a hot pocket in the microwave so it's nice and steamy when I get back. Thank you, Jay Dorsey. You have a positive day as well, friend. Have a good day, friend. Heard it from a friend. Ooh.